Alright. I'd say we should get right into it. How's everyone doing? I look a bit weird because I trimmed my beard a bit. Now my face looks too round because I used to have like a Chad face where it was just like a bit pointier, a bit longer. Yeah. It's just... It didn't feel like I cut that much off, but anyway. So we're playing Genshin today. It's been like, I think like 2 months since I played Genshin. The new Archon Quest came out like last month, but I was too busy playing horror games, so I couldn't really get to it. So we're just gonna do the Archon Quest now, because I think the next one is actually coming out soon. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish the whole thing today. I think the last one took...
We mercs have one simple rule.
The last one took
Whoever
2
pays
streams.
the most is your new boss.
So we'll see how long it takes. So the Archon Quest, I accidentally did already start it. Just because the trigger location was right here. When you turn in a quest, it just automatically starts. You didn't miss much. Basically just telling us to meet Shilonen to have our name forged. Let's see if it actually gives a summary here. No, it doesn't. And there was also something about gathering warriors or something. But we're just gonna go here first. I hope I don't seem a bit off this stream, because I think I am getting sick, so we'll see. If I have to start or end the stream later. Wow. Wow, I am messed up. If I have to end the stream earlier, then that's gonna suck, but hopefully I can at least go for about like 3 hours. This is also the first time we see Shilonen. Wait, there's no voices? He's super amazing and already learned lots of stuff from him.
Yes,
okay, wow, this is
so
going
I've
fast.
heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natlan not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
It's weird that... Why is... Did Kachina's car get stuck in the snow? Like, why does she not have any lines?
We need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return safe.
Her voice actor couldn't make it to the office.
She did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now.
Hello, MAA. Yeah, I think I should have slow mode on by default.
Used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things.
Just because some certain people tend to spam messages.
And we used to argue a lot.
So I think for like
Honestly,
every stream I should have at least 10
probably for the
seconds.
better that she didn't bring this up at the time. Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else. But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's sparing glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
I saw countless feats recorded in their adventure handbook. They can do anything.
They were all performed outside.
I'll
Natlan,
be
correct?
Kachina's voice actor.
Yeah, that's right.
then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands. Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name. Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. Yet
And
she's
getting a
still
Natlan
entrusted
citizenship
the
is
task of
rough.
forging the ancient name to me.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Why do I feel like this happened before? I think last time Shilunin just ended up running dozens of laps around the
Don't remind
hills.
me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Yeah, let's see if we can find some special way to pull this off. If we really can't make it work, I'm sure we can still go back and talk to the Pyro Archon, right?
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record his heroic deeds.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough. I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Seatlali at the Masters of the Nightwind.
Granny
Instantly.
Instantly.
Granny Eatstali.
Eats to
We've
leave.
heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient name. A person who can make
How does this
something
feel
like that
back?
must be
How
pretty
does it feel to be
impressive.
back to your
I'm sure she'd be
Genshin
able to
roots?
help.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like to be disturbed. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I mean, so like I was playing Genshin for a while, but like for the longest time I was just playing Genshin and then Zenless, kind of just alternating for like months. And I'm like, I kind of just want to do like new stuff. So like for the past month or two, I've just been like switching it up, playing like a new game like every week. Also, you know I always hide my face cam during voice segments.
I hate to break it to you, but...
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
Yeah, at the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into two.
Huh?
Great going, Mawika. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Seatlali would still want to show respect to the Archon. I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
Okay, let's ask Kanich to deliver the letter. He understands the whole situation and is already a familiar face to her.
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's
I have one voice.
All right.
For
Kanich is a
protagonists.
seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say.
Great, then
Please
I'll
just
go
give me
contact
one
him right now.
letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
I wonder how much Kanich is in this quest. I think there was like something about like some drama with the voice acting studios or something. Also, this shovel is clipped into the wall. Absolutely unplayable. Wait, Kanish isn't voice acted either? I also have this.
Sorry to put this on you, Kanish. It's just that you're probably
I missed
the only
all of that.
person who knows how to deal.
Kachino told me everything. I'll deliver the message to the Masters of the Night Wind and convince Sintlali to give you a chance. I'll also take this chance to explain what happened to the Spirit Speaker Stone and offer her an apology in person. Sorry to put this on you, Kanish. Oh wait, no, she's talking. Except I skipped her line. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her. It's alright, we're all working for the sake of the Pyro Archon's plan. After all, everyone here understands how dire the situation has become. Maybe I should put this in Japanese. Because I think it's only the English voice actors that are messed up.
Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Because we all saw a hero of the past rematerialize right before our eyes, and then Muulani said there's a tons of knowledge and memories suddenly flooded her brain. The Pyro Archon explained everything when we came back to the Night Kingdom, including the reason behind the appearance of the hero, and as well as the current state of the Night Kingdom.
Right. She mentioned there are 6
So what-
heroes.
so
and
what
that
happens to,
Logan
like,
is one of
existing
4 that have
lines?
already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
I have another piece of intel to share. We pretty much identified the person who rescued the captain in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. His name is Ororon. He also hails from the Masters of the Night Wind. However, he's spent most of his life living out in the wilderness by himself away from the rest of the tribe. That's why his disappearance went unnoticed. By the time Sitlali finally realized that he was gone, no one had heard from him for quite a while.
See, Lolly knows him too?
I'm changing this to Japanese. Ororon was an orphan raised by the chief of the Masters of the Night Wind and many other kind-hearted people in the tribe. Still, he's had something of an odd reputation his whole life. Odd, huh?
Given how the Masters of the Night Wind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most.
Or they couldn't just get, like...
I've never met Auroron, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
That's right, so in that sense, Auroron, this is going to be really annoying. Which is why they get along pretty well.
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Seat Lolly could be the first one to notice Auroron's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
As of now, we still haven't been able to confirm whether Auroron joined the Fatui voluntarily or if he was coerced or blackmailed or threatened. Sitlali probably eager to prove that Auroron hasn't betrayed his people. I plan to use this as leverage.
Oh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroron and the captain's whereabouts?
If you're on board with the idea, then it becomes mutually beneficial rather than a one-sided request. Okay, let's do it.
Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan. As expected of Molly Poke Nietzsche. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Seat Lolly can meet at the stadium in 2 days.
Sure, I'll head out right away. Take care out there, Kanish. I'll be heading back as well. There's a few things I need to pack.
Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
I'm available. Time to change this to Japanese because... Wow. Is it only the 2 characters? Where are we dropping? Where are we dropping, boys? Am I blind? Where's the waypoint? Wait until the morning of the day after tomorrow. Now that's gameplay. Okay, that actually tripped me out for a second. The sudden language switch. And then I'm probably just gonna keep it on auto. Lolly did not reply. She left us on red.
シトラリは一筋縄ではいかない。変わった性格をしてるんだ。
As soon as I feel like we've passed the Kenichi and Kachina parts, then I think we should be fine, and I'll probably switch it back. Alright, let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her. It would be funny if both those characters are already gone. I feel like I'm not lit up enough. But when I turned it up higher, the ring light, it just blew out my face. Maybe I should just adjust my camera settings. It's really cruel that Hoyo released Shilonen right before Mavuika. Yes, man, do I need a Geo character? Same with Navia. I was very tempted to pull for Navia. Heard you talking shit. Oops, I didn't mean to skip that. She's right behind me, isn't she?
年寄りのおばあちゃんなんだから耳元でささやくのが精一杯でもしょうがないでしょ。か弱い老人が他にどうすりゃいいっていうの？
シトラリ？
お前がシトラリか？お前ってグラスバーバじゃないのか？
グラスバーバって。
Oh, look at this hag.
黒曜石であって老婆じゃないの。小説でもよくあるでしょ。
You must know this trope from light novels. The wise sage that looks like a little kid. I mean, didn't we already meet Faruzan?
忘れてただけだし、みんなとっくに受け入れてるからさ。
失礼だけどさ、いくつなんだ？まあ、
レディーに年を聞くなんて本当に失礼ね。
悪かったぞ。あまりにも変わってるからさ。謝りたかったの。
This is just Faruzan version 2.
おいら、お前がもう来てくれないと思って。
シトラリ、呼んだのはうちだから、攻めるならこの子たちじゃなくうちを攻めないよ。
もういいって。そんな真面目な空気にされたら
I like her
逆に
outfit.
固まれなくなっちゃう。さっきの言葉は気にしないで。キーニチが届けてくれた手紙を読んだ時点で来るって決めてたの。でもそう決めたならわざわざ分かったって返信する必要もないでしょ。直接来ればいいわけで。でも出かける前にちょっとしたトラブルに遭っちゃってよくあることでしょ。で、ようやくついてみたらみんな私より早く来てるし、気まずくて出るに出られなくなっちゃったの。さりげなく登場しようと思ったけど、みんなはもう話し始めてるし、どのタイミングで謝ればいいかわからなくて。しかもよくよく聞けば私の悪口を言ってるじゃない。とにかくそういうこと。グラスバーバの葛藤なんて知らなくていいけど。
I'll turn it back to English after this cutscene. Watch Kenichi and Kachina show up immediately.
ばあちゃん、なんでそんな顔するんだ。さっきのが気まずかった反応かよ。
She waiting for us to carry on the conversation. Everything she says sounds like a joke, but I'm not sure if we should laugh. Would it be rude to laugh? This is just a social anxiety.
主の人が言ってた付き合いにくいってこういうこと？なんか人付き合いが下手っぽいっていうか、挙動不審すぎでしょ。
とにかく
Has Shilonen not met Simlali before?
シロネ、
She was talking like she had.
私の手助けが必要なんですって。
うん。今回はかなり特殊な状況なんだ。実は。
なるほど。マービカ様は外の人のコメを作ってほしいって言ってきたわけ。そういえば君たち、オロルンのことはもう聞いているのよね。幼い頃からおとなしい子だったから、ファデュイに入ったのは
Auroron
あり
was
えない。
bullied into joining the Fatui, probably.
オイラたちはまさにそのために来たんだぞ。オロルンを見つけてやるから、コメの問題を解決してくれないか。
君、旅人でいいかしら。こっちに来てちょうだい。顔をちゃんと見せて。人々は富のために争いをやめないけれど、君は黄金を越えた。人々は雷帝と怒涛を恐れたけれど、君は海を渡った。自由を求める疲れた魂よ。最も鮮やかな色彩を持つ緑の葉っぱも君の安らぎを願っている。君から見たものよ。君はみんなが思っている以上にたくさんのことを経験してきたのね。そして誠実な英雄の心を持って炎と共に暗い夜に入る勇気がある人。動かないで。何かいるわ。
なんだよ。おいらを脅かさないでくれ。
知りなさい。はい。 ヤガミの国から帰ってきた君の体には魂の
We had some
残留物が
souls
ついて
stuck
る
to
わ。
us.
もう払ってあげたけど。
幽霊をちょっと連れて帰ってきちゃったってこと。
It's like when you go on a hike and you have those like
そこまでひどいわけじゃないけど、
sticky seeds
放
stuck
って
to
お
you.
くと精神が不安定になったり気分が悪くなったりするだけ。
払ってもらえてよかったね。
お安いご用よ。シロね、君たちの計画に乗るわ。オロルンを見つけてくれたら
Once you brought Auroron
ヤガミに会わせ
back,
てあげる。
take you to see the Lord of the Night.
ヤガミ？おい、大霊にじゃないのか？
これほど重要なこと、部族の大礼には決められないもの。異邦人に
Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether
決めら
we
れる
can
のは
grant an
ヤガミ
ancient name.
ヤガミはヤガミの国を管理する古の生命体で、
Alright, I'll turn it back to English like right after this cutscene. Just I'll take care of the voice acting for Kenichi and Kachina if they show up again.
誰がよりすごいとかって話じゃないのよ。まあ、詳しく説明するには複雑すぎるからはしょらせてもらうけど、話を戻すけど、ヤガミが深い眠りについた今、
The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. Okay, so we gotta get high. I mean, we already did that in Sumeru.
じゃあうちが行くよ。いろいろいりそうだし。地元の人間の方が土地勘あっていいっしょ。よし。
じゃあオイラたちはストラリと一緒に
Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Daisy?
ファデュイなんだし、くれぐれも気をつけてね。助けが必要になったらいつ
If you're wondering why it's in Japanese, it's because Kachina and Kenichi were at the beginning of the quest, and for some reason in English they're not voiced at all. So I'm probably gonna change it back now, but
今日は遅刻しちゃってごめんね。
how you doing, Daisy?
実は来る前にオロルンの拠点に行って手がかりを探してたの。
Have you been playing
あの子は
Genshin
一
again?
人で暮らしてるんだけど、拠点にある壺が壊れてたの。あの子が飼ってる年祖ミツムシの調子もおかしくて、多分ずっと誰も世話してなかったんでしょうね。部屋の中には刃物を使った跡もあったけど、
Saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons.
あれはスネージのやつ
Exams are finally over. That is good to
誰
hear.
かが部屋に入ってオロルンを誘拐したってことか？
でも野外でミツムシを飼ってるだけの子を誰がわざわざ誘拐したっていうの？ 20代そこそこのあの子をさらってどうするのよ。
That's actually the first time
別にオロルンに非がないって言ってるわけじゃないのよ。でも
I feel like that's the first time I've actually seen them specify an age for a character.
とにかく
Saying Auroron is in his 20s.
聞いてみないことにはね。ぶしつけなお願いをして本当にごめんね。でもオロルンを探すには君たちの手助けが必要なの。
オイラたちに任せてくれ。
ええ、まずはオロルンが最後に目撃されたところに行ってみましょう。
I feel like the reason why they never specify the age of characters is because they do celebrate like birthdays every year. So then it would kind of get awkward if Genshin runs for another 10 years and Amber turns out to be like 32. Oh, I already got enough encounter points. That was fast.
星と深淵を無事今日の依頼
The reason I wanted to do this as well is because I ran out of encounter points and I'm really tired of doing commissions. Because commissions aren't that bad, it's just that like doing a domain is like 100 times faster. Also, I actually decorated my teapot. I can show that off now.
この同点も同点について
Yeah, look at this. It's funny that it's like completely Sumeru themed, but it still has the Inazuma house music. The main reason I started decorating this was because like we had a quest. Yeah, kitty. We had a quest that it gave us this photo, like the event, right? And I'm like, that's a nice photo, I want to hang it up. So then I did, and then I'm like, well, let's put another photo here, and then another photo here, and then I ended up decorating the whole house. Except for the fact that I did not know that this was even a door. So this place is kind of scarce. I actually had furniture in front of this initially because I thought it was a wall. Same with this one. Yeah. Oh, and this one. And then upstairs, just very quickly. Just whatever furniture I had left, I just shoved in here. And then this is where I keep all the cats. What did that say? Summon cat. What? Interesting. Oh, can you pet cats here? That's funny. Cat shrine. It's like their playroom or something. I gave them reading material, just in case they get bored. Yeah. That's the first time I actually decorated a teapot, because the other one was just for farming coins. I just had like a bunch of the screen, like the Japanese screen doors in a row, just to get it leveled up. I actually want to take a look at my other one again. Nah, actually, I shouldn't get sidetracked. Because this quest is probably, like, extremely long. Let's go back here. Alright, so we're going over here. I think the next update has a new area. Oh yeah, let's check where the savings are at. Oh, one sec, I have to buy this one. We are at 784 summons. Can definitely get to 800 before Mavuika comes out. Why do I feel like I'm gliding very slow? Oh, I didn't change the language. Right.
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here.
That S sound is very
I don't know how
harsh.
much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with the Fatui. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing
The witnesses
him,
saw?
or perhaps trying to extract
Why is that so
information.
intense?
However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
How do you pronounce his name?
Say that she's a big name in Natlan.
Who, Auroron?
Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him. He learned a lot from us.
Jeez, guys,
And
got like
once
a
he
pop
reached
filter or
adulthood,
something.
He built himself a house out in the countryside.
Rororo.
He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids.
There's an anime
living
called
off of what he
Dororo,
harvests from the garden.
and it's a very good show.
He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place.
If that's all there is to him, then he really doesn't seem like a bad person.
Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we find him, He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Every time she makes like an
What
S
trail?
sound,
Paimon
it's
doesn't see
so...
anything.
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive such things. Here, give me your hand.
She just gave us COVID.
Huh? How about now?
What do you see?
Can see the trail now. Could we not have just used elemental sight?
Paimon can see it now too.
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you. For a short while, you'll be able to see the phlogiston too.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard anything like that.
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the Traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's.
Just a bit, though.
When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. You're extraordinarily gifted. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good luck, you two.
Hey, Gigi, how you doing?
See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just complimenting you.
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as
What did you
elderly
miss?
shamans go,
Uh,
I'd say that I'm
so I just
already
started the
pretty easy
quest
to talk to.
like 30 minutes
Is there
ago.
any other old
We're
hag
trying to
who's
find
fluent in the
Auroron,
language of the
which
youth
was
as me?
the guy that was helping out the captain.
Is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my
Fancy
best
Flux's
to match
teapot.
their speech
Yeah, that's true. I
patterns,
did show off my teapot.
but
Because I actually
given the
decorated
looks
it.
on their faces just
I spent an hour of my time
perhaps
decorating it.
I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right? Ugh, don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
I think I just heard a voice, but it wasn't with my ears.
Was that Seat Lolly's voice?
She's thinking so hard that we can hear it. Paimon heard the same voice, but she also looks like she understood what's going on. Let me think. Ah, it must be a side effect of the spell she cast.
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with the help of friends.
So we can now hear her thoughts through telepathy. This is amazing. Seems like this can only happen with Silali.
Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
Hopefully she doesn't let loose some invasive thoughts. Intrusive thoughts, sorry.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Let's go take a look.
I feel like if you had the power of like
Yeah?
telepathy and
Judging by
mind reading and
Paimon's
stuff,
experience as a guide, it
I feel like you
definitely
don't
looks like
want to
people
know
set
what
up
other
camp
people
here.
are thinking.
Wait. The phlogiston here is a bit odd.
I feel like a majority of what people are thinking
see.
isn't exactly useful. It's just like intrusive thoughts and just like
Paimon sees
weird
a
nonsense.
small shape here. Could it be some sort of symbol?
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. So Auroron was indeed being threatened. We've got to find him. Fast. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably under the Fatui's watch. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't
Her
have him caught in
grandson?
the crossfire. No. I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well. How annoying. No. No, I've got to stay calm and keep my composure.
Sorry, I'm just finishing my drink. Alright. Are there just mushrooms in the air? Why does it look like that? Grand Sitlali. Who would her grandson be? Unless it's like not a person.
There are traces of people
Her
staying
pet
here
cat.
too.
She calls her pet cat
Wait
a
second.
grandson.
The phlogiston around here is jumbled up. I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro, and some other elements as well.
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me. There
A
are
little
signs of
brat.
a struggle here. Judging from what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways. Both the phlogiston and the elemental traces in the air support that.
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Auroron wanted to leave another distress signal, but was caught by the Fatui?
Indeed, judging by the distress signal from before, Auroron was being held by the Fatui, so given the difference in numbers, he probably wouldn't have been able to overpower him.
Given there are 2 signals leading from here, we should split up as well. I'll take this direction, and leave the other one to you. Let's meet up again later.
It's funny, as the other characters get more and more like intricate,
What the heck were you doing?
the Traveler just looks strange next to
But
him.
now I had to bring other people into this as well. Ah, you little brat.
And off she goes. Traveler, did you hear all of that as well? Once Seatlali left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response. So you were thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads. She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. Huh, maybe we're a special case and can hear her thoughts as a side effect. If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon's first impression of her.
Alright. Oh, the deer are fighting. Oh no, they made up. Planning to pull for Sitlali. I think
Traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
I saw the announcements. Like they had like the live stream for the next version, and they were giving out like a sword, like for the event, which looks like it matches Sitlali's color scheme, so it could be for her. Either that or what if she's our first cryo catalyst user? It's crazy that we still don't have a hydro claymore or a cryo catalyst.
Did you find something?
Do we have an Nemo claymore? We found some phlogiston.
Huh. So we can't tell where Auroron might have gone from here. That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these footprints either. But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't alone. He had all those Fatui with him.
I still say it as Fatui, because it sounds cooler.
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
Huh? Whose voice was that just now? When Kinich and Kachina they didn't have any voice acting, I used the same voice for both of them. Oh yeah, Sayu is a Nemo Claymore. I actually forgot. The Night Kingdom. It needs to be higher. I'll do it for free.
Sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment.
This man is
Given your
straight out of Hot
combat
Topic.
efficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the masters of the Night Wind. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron.
He just looks like a VTuber.
Searching for.
But what does this mean? Have you escaped the Fatui's custody?
Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
Capitano?
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to him.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom.
So you're working together?
I've heard much about you.
I'm
from
not
the
gonna
past
read every
encounters you've had with my colleagues.
dialogue option.
Given the
Or
present
maybe I should.
situation in
It'll
Natlan,
give me more
I would like
involvement
to
during these
sincerely
parts.
request a formal meeting with you, in person. I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow.
Do they
my
pronounce her name as
If you
Mavwika?
would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped responding.
Was my soul forcibly? Sorry, I have a face cam on. Removed from my body just now? That would explain why I couldn't hear Paimon at all. 20% of my time watching Genshin stuff is just me confused on how to pronounce a character's name.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground?
Since they do
Are
have
you
like
okay?
names of different ethnicities,
He froze for
it does
a
get
moment
kind of
and then
confusing.
collapsed to the ground.
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere?
Do you have any rashes from the
Don't
souls?
worry, we can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this trip with me.
They were being truthful, and then they must have a reasonable motivation for what they did. But should I trust them? I could just share everything with Paimon and Sitlali right now, but that'd mean giving up the lead. I still haven't had many dealings with either the Fatui or the Masters of Nightwind, I suppose. I'll stay quiet for now and see if I can find out anything else. Perfect execution.
If you're
Perfect
feeling
line
sick, you
read.
should just say
One
so.
take.
See, Lolly should be any ghosts or weird stuff that you picked up in the Night Kingdom.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word. In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now.
Auroron's words still echo in your mind.
Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, Traveler?
All right, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Auroron is probably being held inside.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not at all. But if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
All right. Is there any point to getting these? Condescence crystal? That was like what was underwater in Fontaine. I can't remember ever using it for anything. These mushrooms, though, you need them for a lot of commissions. And it's a real pain to find them because they're just scattered everywhere, and you can't track them.
Did she see someone in the middle of the camp?
That's Auroron. So he really was taken by the Katui.
Oh yeah, look at how imprisoned he is. So that's Auroron. He does look the same as when I spoke to him in the Night Kingdom earlier.
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
Oh, look at Kosterlitsky over here.
I cannot see the sun.
What?
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move aside.
When you talk to the weird kid at recess.
Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough mumbo-jumbo.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
Relax.
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper now.
Are you ready? Let's go kick their butts. On my count. 3, 2, 1! Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
Back into it.
Too easy.
The classic. Short-tempered. She's defensive of her grandson, I guess. Now let's just do this.
Yeah. You asked for it. Buckle up.
I think Ganyu's ult is probably better here.
Blaze over. Access denied. Next on the agenda.
This is bad.
Do your work.
Run from death.
Let's get it on.
Killjoy, we've only just begun.
Too easy.
Born of icy frost.
Went too far. Let's move.
Yeah.
Through.
Auroron!
Granny!
I know she's called Granny Eats to Leave, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
Why did he say it like that?
And greetings to you too, Gramps.
What did you just call him?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you've got to be Gramps.
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or
Okay,
Granny.
I really want to imitate him, but I do not want a soundbite of me saying
Don't
that.
tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just, Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as an elder I should look up to.
Why does Auroron call Sinlali Granny? Because she's a lot older than she looks. So that's kind of just like her nickname, I guess. The way he talks has definitely changed, but it doesn't feel like he's putting on an act. He asked me to do whatever I could to help keep things a secret. So you treat everyone like your uncles and aunties.
Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
Where does this man find jeans?
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Auroron? Haven't I told you
Hey,
100
Amber Rains, how you
times
doing?
since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next
Beware of
victim,
credit card scammers.
people who appear out of nowhere.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. But getting kidnapped? That really takes the cake. You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to find out where they put your severed head.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more
Sinlali is
careful
really
next time.
intense.
Next time?
And she has a
Oh,
thing
good
about
one.
severed
You think
heads.
there'll be
That's
a
like the
next
second time
after
she's
this?
mentioned.
Not a chance.
Hmm.
They didn't hurt you, did they?
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
Okay, now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Yes,
So why
Yes.
did you do it?
because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey, I'm no ordinary granny. Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said at face value? And not stop to think? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you forgotten the words that I've taught you?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this.
It's weird to hear this grown-ass man talking like a
Of your
kid.
innocence. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also, once we return to the city, come to the
Hey,
speaker's chamber with me.
Melon, how you doing?
I'll need you to explain everything.
You've changed your name so many times
Sounds good.
that
Should bring
I keep
some
forgetting what to call you.
homegrown vegetables as well?
Your vegetables?
Yes, I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about the selection.
It's funny, they had an event
Now's
when
not the time to be
Shilonen
thinking about
came
that.
out,
If
where you
do
had to
come
like
face-to-face with the Pyro
capture
Archon, the first thing you
aphids,
should do is
and Auroron was in it, and I'm like, I've never met this man in my life.
no. You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui.
How exactly did the Masters raise this guy?
Oh, right.
All right. You are watching ID Shadow Lady. Sorry. You know, I always feel like I should be watching other streamers. Because like I feel like you do kind of have to like network eventually.
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Lali's safety.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member
That's
of his
right,
tribe,
I'm sorry. Apology
could I
accepted.
ask you
All
to petition
charges
the Pyro
dropped.
Archon for her forgiveness?
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Lali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from custody.
Sure.
You could be
I'd
doing all your
happy to
projects,
do
but you're
that.
too Sigma.
I don't have any more time to waste.
I'd say
here.
get started
I
on
still
your
have other things
projects.
to do.
Understood. Thank you very much.
In school, I
Mr.
was always the kind of person to leave it to the last minute,
As soon as you've received notice of the Archon's
and it was a lot of
decision.
unnecessary
I
stress.
understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my side of the deal. Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Oh, thank you.
So annoyed because your school friends are always together on projects. So most times you do it with the randoms or on your own.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
I
It's as
found
good as
that
done.
doing group projects
You can just
with the
go twiddle
randoms
your
actually
thumbs or
works
something
out
while
better,
you wait for the good news. Bye for now. Come
in
with
my
me,
experience at
Auroron.
least.
We've got to find you a place to stay for the night.
Goodbye, Gramps.
Don't call me Gramps. It's weird. Everyone in anything in your school just does nothing. Weren't we supposed to meet someone like east of the stadium?
Oh, we're finally done. All right, it's time to find some grub.
Mom, there's something I need to tell you.
What is it, Traveler? What? That captain? Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in the Night Kingdom? And he didn't attack you? Oh, that Auroron, what is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never guessed anything was happening. All that stuff about protecting Lali and being forced to help the Fatui, when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along. Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we can go together. We
I feel
still
like
have
they
another
should
whole day before
update
the meeting,
the
so
Traveler's
we'll just meet with
design
them when the time comes.
eventually. Because this man is just... he still looks like a 1.0 character. in update 4.1. Like, every other character looks so intricate now. Wait until when? 20. Okay. But they would have to probably do that, like, at the very end of the game. Whenever my thing loads, you should totally check my level 70 Kenich's rushed build. And Daisy says they have to carry 8 people in a group project. That's rough. Group projects worked. Actually, surprisingly, in college, even then, group projects didn't really work out. A different outfit for Traveler in every region. I think it's a little too late to start that now. Like, the problem is cutscenes and stuff. Like, if somebody goes back to an older quest or does quests out of order and stuff like that. Well, like, he just starts to look out of place now. You would ask your group to do all the work. A different outfit for Traveler every new game. Bringing back the question of what's gonna happen after Genshin Impact. Or like, what are they gonna do after
Paimon doesn't see anyone.
Tavon is finished?
Oh, please don't let this be a trap.
Huh.
What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop
They
up
can't get rid of
behind people
Genshin
like
since it's a
that.
huge
What are
money
you, a
maker.
ghost?
I'm terribly sorry. It's just
So like,
a force of habit.
what they did with Honkai is that like, it's still the same client. Like you would still boot up Honkai Impact 3rd. Because like the main game for that is already done. And then they made like a chapter 2 that has like new characters, new mechanics, everything's like updated, and you can still use your old characters in the new sort of game, and it's like all part of the same game. So like I feel like that's probably what they would do for Genshin. Yet nobody plays Honkai. I mean, Honkai kind of did it to themselves, because like that game is so power creeped. It's so power creeped that like if you pulled for a character, you had to pull for their... Imagine having 3 weapons that you had to pull for a character as well, in like a set bonus. It's tough, and like those stigmatas, as they're called, are like made for the character. So then you have to pull for the character, you have to pull for those 3 stigmatas. At least you don't have to like farm for artifacts or relics or anything like that. But that also means that you don't have much freedom in how you build a character. Oh yeah, and you do also have to pull for a weapon too. I forgot about that. And then that character becomes obsolete after like half a year. So there's a reason why nobody plays Honkai.
And what's with you apologizing
Do you
all the
ever
time?
farm artifacts?
So polite.
Considering I haven't pulled characters in this
Get behind
game
people's backs.
for almost 2 years, I haven't had to be honest. If anything, is just to upgrade artifacts for Dea and Candace. I should start to farm for Mavuika. I did. That's kind of what I'm doing with like my daily stuff. Support, post, Burke free? Sorry, Vince, I have no idea what you just said.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound
Also,
really
welcome to the
similar,
stream.
you know?
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could.
Yeah, I was farming for artifacts for Mavuika. I'm guessing that the domain for Natlan is going to be the...
It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about
Let's see
your
the
character.
artifacts. I think I only got 1 good one so far. I'm only interested in the intel.
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy,
Welcome to the stream,
William.
William.
Bring you to my side. If we allow the current state of things to continue,
He saved my cat from a tree.
and that's a
That's funny.
scenario that I'd very much like to avoid. I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the power
Yeah, I'll be farming more. I mean, the reason I'm kind of doing this quest is to get more encounter points so that I can farm
I
artifacts
assume you've already been
instead of doing
informed
commissions.
Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along? The details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you.
An emergency
I have no idea
plan?
what Chad is talking about, by the way.
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford
Talking about
to
a
wait
singer.
until she comes
Oh,
to
I
her
see.
senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the abyss. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
That's all just speculation.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa's plan?
We're calling him out on fake news.
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to
You
solve
made a
the
promise to
crisis.
distance
We
yourself.
can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Are you feeling sick, Vince?
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching. Oh no.
Something? Bad news, chump. It's your granny.
See,
Busted.
when did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Really?
The man had all the air
Here we go
forced out of his
again.
lungs.
Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying to avoid
Vince uses a
anything.
sword and shield master.
Oh, and now you're talking
Why is
back.
Vince just leaving
Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you
random
up to?
comments here?
I'm sorry, Granny. I
Listen,
feel
when
so
Monster Hunter
guilty.
comes out, I'm playing sword and shield and probably dual blades.
You? That's
But
it.
yeah,
Where are
Melon,
my
you have a good
tools?
point.
I swear, if I don't teach you a lesson right here
If they
and
get
now,
the Pyronosis, then they have all of them.
Please calm down.
And then she can snap and destroy the universe.
We learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore. So maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You hear me? You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Auroron for me, okay?
The conversation with the captain was interrupted at the most crucial moment. But if Auroron's still here, maybe we can learn the rest from him. He has like the tiniest little grin on his face. You're extremely excited to know if they get it or not. I'm pretty sure they'll be getting the Gnosis in the last Archon Quest, so the Cryo Nation will be crazy. It's gonna be interesting, because like keep in mind that we also don't have Pyro Traveler right now. And I think the theory right now is that the Traveler is gonna get the Gnosis, which would probably make sense. I'm just running in circles. Because like as you said, the Fatui can't get all the Gnosises.
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at
She's
stake
going off
here?
script.
You've got a head on your shoulders, Auroron. Use it! Why did you help
If Traveler
the
does get the
captain?
Gnosis, would the
And I want
Fatui
the
go
truth
for the
this
Traveler?
time.
I mean, he's probably the best person to have it, to be honest.
No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan? Really? You're just going to stonewall me?
It's just so weird to see this, like,
Use your brain for a
grown-ass
second.
man just
What do you
acting like a
possibly
kid.
stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny
You know
would
the
much
top
rather we had a
3 Fatuis have
conversation
equal
instead of
power to the
constantly
Archons, if not
clashing
above.
like this.
So bro is cooked.
Why is he staring at us?
I
all of a
mean,
sudden?
depends which
I'm sorry
Archon.
that you have to hear all this.
Aurora, true VTuber kid for real. He does just look like a VTuber model. I mean, if an Archon is, I mean, if a Fatui Harbinger is stronger than like Nahida, then I mean, we could still probably take him.
You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now. Not everyone can handle Granny's scolding.
Capitano is like
You
the
dare
strongest by
gossip
far,
between yourselves instead of listening to me?
and still got folded by Mavuika.
Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me? You say all the right things, but then you go and
You're muting your
completely
device
ignore me.
whenever this Auroron guy is on
That's how
screen.
you're going to treat me? You can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables! I don't need anything from you!
So Molly's going through it.
Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you.
So Molly be me when I'm having a meltdown.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history. I'm starting to get lost.
Can we still read Sit Molly's mind?
Granny.
Or did that wear off?
I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Auroron, where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
Get back here this instant! Auroron!
This man
What
just
is
dipped.
this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the trick he used?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's
It was a
trick of
temporary
his.
effect.
If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be
A few
manipulated
days
to
ago,
create an
you
illusion.
explained all of Fontaine
Pulled it
lore
off
to your mom.
flawlessly. You must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Oh, couldn't he have picked up something more useful? Little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But
Alright, let's just simmer
why does
down a
he feel
bit.
like he needs to run from us? If his goal is also to protect Natlan, then can't we work together?
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything substantial. Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. Ah, that brat.
Oh, sorry. Captain probably has some sort of substantial plan, otherwise Auroron would have no reason to keep following him. Meeting again is out of the cards for now, so it might be faster to just approach the Pyro Archon and confirm what the captain said. And also, I can tell that Auroron's stubbornness has hurt Silali deeply. I need to find a way to comfort her. It was all about that duty.
We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. It'll give me a moment to figure out how to explain all this.
It's not a very long walk back to the city.
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
All right, it's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
It's okay, we can cover our own bill.
Really? You're not gonna take her offer? That's right. See, Lolly has gotten a lot quieter since Aurora ran away. He's right. We're seasoned adventurers, so we're more than
Me and my
capable of
32
hanging out
million
now.
Mora can pay for my meal.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
Are you sure? We can save you some Mora.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely useless.
Sure, that's fine with us, but Paimon doesn't want you to be sad, sweet Lolly.
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work wonders.
How much? Okay, how much money do I actually have? I have... Yeah, I was right on 32.5 million Mora. Ever since I got to like AR60 and I just converted adventuring points into money, like it's just been skyrocketing. You have 5,000 Mora. So Lolly just needs some alcohol. Yeah, probably. I'm gonna turn on the fan. It went from like freezing cold in this room to like super warm. Three of you walk into a tavern and find a quiet spot to sit. You and Paimon order some food and fruit juice while Silali begins chugging down bottle after bottle of wine. You were spot on, I guess. After this, you're gonna watch a 2-hour video about character analysis.
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other. Are they twins?
Yeah, I think you've had enough.
Paimon only sees one person there.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss!
Hey, boss.
Do you think she's drunk?
Be surprised if she wasn't.
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have.
I like
Aren't you
that
the
this
one to say
character
Kachina
is
brought her
voiced,
back?
but
No wonder
Kanichi
you
and
hit it off with
Kachina
Granny
aren't.
Lolly. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know.
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of the most famous people at the Masters of the Nightwind. Most days, hardly anyone even dares talk to her.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny. I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down.
You can
until
tell
I
the
leave.
devs love this character.
Well then, you have my thanks.
You can see the animation difference in Natlan and Mondstadt. I mean, just NPCs in general, right? Like, NPCs fell far back.
Seat Lally? Seat Lally?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Eatsley, don't ya?
Are you still with us, Seat Lally? You're kinda talking to no one.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story. You brats start it, I finish it.
Yeah, I think she's drunk.
I end up with the reputation of being some kind of terrible monster among the shamans.
The eyes.
I mean, come on. Monster?
They had to draw special eyes for her.
Really? What did I do to deserve that?
That guy in the back is not amused.
You're not a monster at all.
Exactly. And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know. Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you.
Me?
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find
That guy in the
phlogiston?
back is just staring us down.
I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell him.
Absolutely.
That's more like it. About dang time.
Wait, are we
someone
just eating
showed me a
raw
little
meat?
respect.
And giant tacos?
Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open? Oh, jeez.
Behind this pitch black curtain,
Classic
the chapter of
Natlan
hatred
meal.
reveals itself. Behind the smoke, the lingering smoke.
Ah, she's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's
Those are some massive tacos.
It's quite the opposite of sleep.
That taco is the size of Paimon.
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Citlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh? Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
And yet Paimon would devour that taco.
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Phew. Okay, it's passed. That was a...
We've spent quite a lot of time on
Paimon, where are you?
Citlali being drunk.
Barf all over the table just now.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that.
Hey, how about we get the bill?
Wanna take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
There's so much that I want to say, but I can't.
You can tell Leo's fave.
Just say whatever.
Yeah, they love this character.
Please, Paimon, it's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all! Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame! I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it! Surely, you know the feeling too?
Actually...
Huh? Tell me what?
yeah, this is as good a time as any.
Alright, Sitlali. Listen carefully and try not to get too upset. You describe the events that took place during Auroran's rescue as objectively, fairly, and impartially as possible. Sitlali shared some of her senses with you through a spell, allowing you to temporarily hear her thoughts.
So... you heard...
It's okay, Sweet Lolly. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing!
Do people do that?
So that, happens to you a lot.
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something generic.
Are you okay?
Take a walk with me. I have things to share with you.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
Alright. As a person who rolls around the house in your pajamas, you can confirm that you do this. Can't tell where I'm supposed to fast travel. Which floor is this? I think this is correct. No, it's not. This one? No. Let's do this one. By rolling, do you guys roll like Sayu? Oh, we're going up there. Can I climb this? You just charge up a spin dash like Sonic. Imagine if you pulled up to the Olympics and somebody just did that for the sprint. They're just on the start line, everyone starts going, and this guy just starts spinning like Sonic.
I love coming here by
and then
myself.
launches.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Thanks for bringing us here.
You're making me want to cry.
Oh no, what do we do? Please don't cry.
I was an expression, okay? A figure
You
of
have
speech.
a burrito
And
blanket,
just-
so you roll and turn yourself into a burrito sometimes.
Embarrassed.
I mean, that's...
Here you are.
Sounds comfy.
thanking me. Even after you helped me all this time. Let's just have a casual conversation. It's easiest that way.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person who keeps things casual.
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules. And you're right. I don't usually open up to the people of my tribe like this. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long. It might as well be true.
Shouldn't we be doing something right now?
The
I
kids
feel
in
like
my
we've
tribe
just
would
kind of
have
been
a heart
hanging
attack
out.
if they heard you say that. Granny Eatsley is a powerful figure. Be careful around her. That's what they'd say.
Well, you are powerful. Are they afraid of you?
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top.
Your friends
A
call
few
you a
decades
loser.
like that.
Nah, you're not a
and
loser.
People stop knowing how to deal with you. What about you? Are you scared of me?
We don't find you scary at all.
Or is that a lyric? It's a song. I thought. Got it. I thought it was because Sitlolly said, everyone says, like, stay away from her, she's a powerful figure. You were like, oh, that's funny, my friends just call me a loser.
That's because you're not from my tribe.
Nah, it's alright, carry on.
You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing. I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend like me. Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe. Just pretend I never said anything.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Yes, but Auroran's a special case. Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. You deserve to learn the full truth. Auroran's not like other people.
Every
As I
time she makes an
mentioned,
S sound, it's so
abandoned as a child.
loud.
The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about illness and misfortune. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by some wild beast.
There's just a concert going on in
The
chat.
Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls. And in
It's funny,
Auroran's incomplete soul,
So I think this Friday, or like later this week, Taylor Swift
to turn Auroran
has
into a
like 3
vessel for lost
concerts in
souls.
Toronto.
The
And
ceremony would
like
allow lost
people
souls
are
to gather
preparing
within him.
like
Auroran would then be
like
sent
a
to the Night
hurricane is
Kingdom
coming.
to return the
Because
souls
it's
to
just
their
gonna be
rightful
like
place,
so busy.
strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Like people are like making like commuting plans and stuff as if it's like some natural disaster coming.
Now you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of
Dude, there's
souls
nothing
damages
going
the
on in
Night Kingdom
Montreal.
even further. The
Just catch a
ceremony
Via
can send
Rail.
back countless souls at once,
Spend like
which
$100
would
bucks
benefit the
and
Night
come to
Kingdom
Toronto.
and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Auroran, would be sacrificed in the process. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course you're going to take it. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. So they went ahead with the ceremony. It failed, and Auroran escaped with his life.
It's only 5 hours away.
Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the
Yeah,
right
Montreal
thing.
is far.
If the ceremony was successful, Auroran would probably be dead. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life as a tool? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and absolutely relieved by the result. The plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. A simple investigation from Auroron would reveal everything. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But just as I was about to put all of it behind me, he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Wait, but it's not his fault.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty.
I feel
Auroron
like,
has a strong ability to perceive souls.
I mean, we
More
did
than
have
any of
some
us.
gameplay so far.
He understands just how
I think
dire
the way
situation with ley lines has
Genshin
become.
does story quests
Maybe
is that they know
he
that, like,
chose to work with the Fatui
it's kind of
because
their
he still
only
thinks
time
he
to
owes a
actually
debt
have
to
plot.
Natlan.
So then the
I can
story
only
quest tends
imagine
to
what they
only
told
be
him.
plot.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Auroron into this. Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back. You don't look so good, Sweet Lolly. Maybe you should head back and get some sleep.
Probably drank too much. It's okay. The fresh air is doing
Yeah,
me
probably
good.
don't stand that close to the edge.
Okay. Forget that. I need to go home. I hit it a little too hard. You've helped me so much already. How do I even begin to thank you?
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to worry about us.
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. We can figure out our next move in the morning. Friends. I like the sound of that.
We're probably the same age, to be honest.
Captain, don't you think?
Isn't Traveler, like, super, super old?
You mean about the
Technically.
backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us? Yeah, you're right.
Alright, let's talk to
She's probably
the best
asleep.
character in the game.
We can find her first thing in the morning. For now, let's...
Isn't it morning right now? Fluent in Japanese. Do I want to grab that chest? That's all I could focus on the entire time we were talking.
Pin them down.
How did that not crit?
This is long overdue. No touching. Decided by destiny. Shadows of fate. You're dead, mate.
Great camera angle. How did that not kill? Is it resistant to elements? Oh well.
I could make a tidy sum selling some of this.
Oh yeah, you were asking about like artifacts before? In terms of the new artifact set, I think this is the only good one I have. Crit rate 5.4, crit damage 22.5. I think everything else I got was garbage. Oh yeah, this one. Attack, crit, that's a lot of crit rate. Crit damage 7.8. That one's old. Yeah, I think that's all I got. I think I got like some pyro damage ones. This one's attack. Pyro damage. Look at your Kanich. Yeah, one sec. Yeah, that's kind of all I got. I didn't get any flour even. Friends? Check info. 58, 194, 116. I mean, don't they say that, like, 60% is usually around the correct... Serpent Spine. Yeah, as long as you have a shielder, that works. Yeah. How do I check? Artifact? No. Crit damage, crit rate, that's pretty good. Dendro damage, that's very good. What set is that? Gotta wait for it to come around. Yeah. Energy recharge, crit damage, attack. That goblet is very good. Chevreus's set. Crit rate, crit damage, pretty good. Alright, what's the flower? Crit damage, crit rate. Nice.
My people are used to the desert life.
Turn to the inn to rest.
Yeah!
Why is the traveler the little spoon?
Noisy outside. Paimon's still half asleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on.
I like that he's just sitting there. Oh, true. Face cam's off. And face cam goes off again.
Ah, you're already here. I was just about to come get you.
Wow, you're up early. That's
I do like the
impressive,
Tron
especially
discs
after
she
all
has
the
on her
drinking
head.
last night.
Let's not bring up last night. I'm embarrassed about the whole thing. Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. Looks like all the warriors from the stadium are on the move. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the Masters of the Nightwind. I need to head back right away.
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can handle it on your own? Do you need our help?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. Given the quick response, things shouldn't get too serious. The stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the forces here. I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. He needs to take responsibility for his actions. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the Speaker's chamber. I'll accept however they choose to handle the situation. But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe first to deal with the attack. As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis,
That's true.
I'll talk to
I completely
Shilomon
forgot
right
we
away.
were supposed to get the ancient
Don't worry.
name.
I never forget a promise to a friend. Thank you. All right, I need to start heading back.
I got so sidetracked.
She left in a hurry.
Or I mean, not sidetracked. I mean, this is what.
Serious. Oh, looks like a lot of people are heading to the stadium. Let's see what's going on.
You want me to check your other characters? I'll try and do it quickly, just because there is a lot to do. I mean, I don't see anything. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. It's not loading. I see. Is there beef?
Traveler, over here! Perfect. Our star Outlander has appeared.
Oh, you're all here! But, what's with the whole Star Outlander thing?
Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real emergency on our hands.
It's so funny to see two siblings where one's an NPC and one's a playable character. And they look completely different.
Suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts in the wild.
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now, but I can't say the same for the adventurers and merchants stuck in the wild. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded. We just got back, but we need to head out again soon.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me.
What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together.
We need to talk to the Pyro Archon.
Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Just leave the Children of Echoes to us. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the time you're finished. That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay. It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly, be careful, everyone.
Taken. This is the land of Pyro, and we still haven't gotten a single new Pyro character.
Make my job a lot easier.
Koichi, do we really have to do this now?
It's alright. She's just looking out for everyone. Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the Pyro Archon so we can help the others.
Oh, she's right here. Alright, everyone shush.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. People across Natlan are in danger. Look, I'm very interested
God, she's so cool.
adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to keep our conversation short.
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes after this.
Mother is mothering. We met the captain.
What?
We were able to fend him off.
He thinks my plan is
But it was an
risky.
epic fight.
He thinks I'm being stubborn.
Is it true?
I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence.
Oh no, pansies.
The Gnosis does
2
have that
million
function,
wishes future
but there's more to the
C6R5.
story. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net? But does that mean...
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. Souls are just another form of life. The cruelty of this method is self-evident. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends.
Pansy loves Pyro
Using the
Woman.
Gnosis means converting
And there's
all
barely any
into
Pyro
material
Woman.
for the net, erasing our history and culture. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, then all those sacrifices are for nothing. Given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now.
They really cooked with this
I
design.
want us to win, but I also care about how we win, and what that means for us in the end. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk, but after weighing our options, this is our best bet. Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons had to account for the worst-case scenario.
You don't like Mavuika's outfit or
This
face?
plan is our duty, not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this continent. Still, this has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the captain learned this information.
I'm gonna say you're incorrect.
The captain said he found another way to solve the problem. Could be equally as
You are high-key incorrect.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option.
I think they cooked.
See no reason for him to lie.
Mods time out Melon for 3 minutes.
So he can answer that question for us.
I don't think my mods are here, by the way. The Pyro Archon just shared an important secret with us and seems sincere. Figuring out the captain's supposed new way of saving Natlan is the key. That's true, you have an alt account.
Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me, even if just for a second.
Never, but that's not an option.
Not even a little. We would never. Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Exactly, I'm on Paimon's side.
Just as expected. I appreciate your sincerity. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal remains the same. We both want to save the people of this land. So now that you have your answer, do you still doubt me?
Nah.
You scared Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts, Traveler.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me, and I like it that way.
Have we not called her
As
that?
for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon. We'll get our answer then.
That's great. Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Are the current attacks the beginning of the real disaster?
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm confident the warriors stationed in those areas can handle it. Don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower, then I'll take a small team to handle the difficult locations.
Wait, you're going to fight in person? Didn't you give up your power?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became the Pyro Archon. No matter how you look
she
at
can
it,
still scrap.
my duty is on the front lines.
Even without being a Pyro Archon?
I just think there's strength in numbers.
She just brings a gun.
If the people feel emboldened, that's just a bonus.
I'll show you some true firepower.
Even if we respond to these threats in time, it's not a permanent solution in the long run. I've considered moving my people to other nations, but
I wonder how does the zipper work? Very painfully.
Evacuation would have devastating consequences.
Definitely need to wear some
I've told the
underclothes.
chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against leaving their settlements. Now I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the crisis to the people of Natlan.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
Yes, but that won't be the only response. In any case, that's for me to worry about. I'll let you know when we have more information on the captain.
All right, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Moani. She can't be too far ahead.
No need to worry about me.
Alright. Were you asking to see my teapot? Or... did you want me to come to yours? Look at your builds. Okie dokie. Oh, shoot. I keep doing that by accident. Alright. Okay, there we go. Hey, you got Sheila. Nice. Oh my god, why? Again? Check information. Check information. There we go. Artifacts, energy regen, build. I hate that I can't... oh, okay, I can do this. There we go. Hydro damage bonus. Crit damage. Crit rate, that's a lot of crit rate. Crit rate, crit damage, that's a lot of crit damage. I've farmed that domain so many times and my builds still suck. You're checking mine? I don't even know what I have displayed. This is a 2-piece set. Crit rate, crit damage, pyro. That's pretty good. Oh, and that's the witches set. Damn. Crit rate, crit damage. Crit rate, crit damage. That's a lot of crit rate. Yeah, this man's just bragging. Crit damage, and cryo damage. Yeah, I very rarely look at Rio's level. Yeah. I'm guessing you ran out of money. Hey, I mean, it's a good thing you picked him up when you did, because... oh, and you got his weapon too. Because, like, he still hasn't been rerun. She's level 72 and 80. You just hate Rio. Why? You have no motivation to farm. I mean, thankfully you don't really have to. Yeah, nice crit damage. Does she scale off defense? Probably, right? I can't even check. Okay. Defense and energy. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you really don't have to, you don't have to farm much. This doesn't affect you, I just need to inspect some stuff. Oh, okay. Why am I walking like a pleb? Like, honestly, I feel like you could totally make it through this game just with, like, the starter characters. Welcome back, Daisy.
To safety!
Kachina, how many people do you have left?
They all made it out. Yeah, she doesn't have a voice for some reason. It's Pansy and Paimon, they're here!
What's the situation? There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as possible.
We'll go together.
I'm coming too! Yeah, Kachina's voice actor, their car got stuck in the snow, they couldn't make it. Same with Kanich. for some reason. I actually wonder, I want to check the character. Can I do that right now?
Stay safe. We've got...
One sec. Oh, these are all trial. Whoops. Where is... So I just want to check, like, are their voice lines just gone?
Hello, I'm Kachina.
No, it's not.
I just saw a brick that wasn't properly stacked.
So, like, I guess until they choose a new voice actor.
Bring it.
Why is my Traveler just on this team? I don't even know how to use any of the Night Soul characters, man. There we go. I don't understand how the Night Soul burst even works. For a lot of them. Like, is it just automatic? Do you have to press a button?
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the Abyss isn't after Mora.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the Children of Echoes.
What's up, Melon? Well, that was scary, but we did it. Sorry, I missed my line. Never try to voice her again. I'd rather do it for you. No, I think I got a handle on it.
She said we can deal with the ancient name later.
Yeah, that makes sense. The attacks are more urgent. Alright, this isn't a good place to talk.
I missed my line read. God, I can't wait to get Mavuika so I can just, like, move faster. That would be nice. Because I think the only Natlan character I have right now is Kachina.
Looks like a few people
Pansy
were
voice
hurt
really
after
fits
all.
Kachina.
I should have got here sooner.
The Abyss threw a lot
That's
at
what I'm
us at
saying.
once. I rushed out as soon
It's like
as
I was
heard the
made to
alarm,
voice
and
her.
There were already so many monsters. Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we destroyed several pylons as a team.
I wasn't in charge or anything. We just happened to be together. Still, I think that proves that camping in the wild was a great idea. That's how we were able to respond so fast. Sleeping on the wet grass was pretty uncomfortable, but it was worth it. I don't mean to be
You
negative.
mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. We've managed to keep it a secret all this time, but more and more people are realizing something's wrong. It's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second, and
I spit
all we can
over
do
everything.
is wait.
And we still don't even know when the final two heroes are gonna appear.
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time. Keep pushing, everyone. Every battle is worth something. You really are an eternal optimist, Mualani. You always find a way to cheer people up. Why, thank you.
You can't make me
I
stop.
guess it's one of my better qualities.
I learned a few things you should know.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis, but it comes at a huge price.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution but refusing to use it. Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame him.
It's probably because our plan is so risky. We don't even know if the 6 heroes will reunite in time.
We talked to Moika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high. And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have picked it.
What voice message? I don't see anything on the Discord.
Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really sincere and patient with me. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much she values even a single person's life. When it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no way she would hold back.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priorities. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
Could you imagine what would happen if I did actually voice Kachina and like all her lines were replaced with me? People would burn down Hoyo's office.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seems like she wasn't holding anything back this time.
The next question is...
You would cry.
If the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how come the Pyro Archon has never heard of it?
Pansy add voice message thingy. Oh, I don't have like a channel for that. Do I want to do that?
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing, we'll have our answer.
Let's head back then.
I'm very suspicious of sus stuff being on the Discord.
With how many Fatui there are, someone's bound to give something away.
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information, we just...
So like, I
might
don't
get
know
to
if I
the
want to
bottom of the
open
whole
those floodgates. Want to join our garrison, Nulani? You won't be sus, you well behaved. Well, I mean, what if other people join later, right?
If I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few people from getting hurt. People who could help us in the next battle. It's all a chain reaction.
We won't, we promise. I honestly don't think I want to do that.
Just follow you around.
Oh, I missed my line read.
Go where you go,
I missed my line read. What did she say? Then you should go register right away. It shouldn't take long. Everyone's looking for people.
Register?
Okay, but then you have to follow my orders.
You got it. I just don't want to make the trip back. It's so far.
Stop, no, really.
Alright.
Listen, I'm having fun.
Let's get together and celebrate once this is over.
Oh, you betcha!
I'm having fun. I was given a character to voice, and I'm dang well gonna voice them. Your fun is the stuff you see when you're on weird pills the nurse gives you. Imagine if your sleep paralysis demon talked like that. I would never go to sleep again. Show us all your Genshin characters? Welcome to the stream, Robert. I think I just ended up in another cutscene.
Wait, are you okay?
I can show you in a second.
Fine. No need to worry.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
The Fatui wounded
Calm down and
Choo-Choo?
let me explain. Here's what happened.
Are we getting a recap flashback?
Watch out. It's the Fatui.
I doubt they have any like character demo for Chaska yet.
No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of travelers. Over there. Do you see?
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Could they be trading for something? Let's keep observing for now.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
Thank you so much. I wish there was something we could give you.
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. It was our decision to help. If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks, just say you were saved by
That's not your real name, you're on your dad's phone.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
Your dad's gonna wonder why he has Genshin Impact in his history.
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Our captain simply wishes to remain undisturbed. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours. If we wanted to keep you quiet, we would have employed a harsher method.
Got it. We'll get going now.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Isn't that who the Pyro Archon is looking for?
Exactly. We could be onto something big. Still, there was no trade. They were just helping people in need. I didn't sense an ulterior motive. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan. But based on what we just saw, it's possible he was telling the truth.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui.
I mean, he kind of has to save Natlan if it does actually become like a full Tavot problem.
Really going on.
Then I mean, it's kind of
So this is where they
necessary.
were headed. Looks tricky. It's heavily guarded on all sides.
Koichi, wait for me here. I'll go in and check it out.
Do we get to play as her?
You don't. How are you planning to get through all the guards?
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe's special way of getting around, I doubt they'll see me coming.
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't
With her
find
tribe's
cover?
special way of getting around.
To watch your back
I've
if you
seen
go
her
in
kit
alone.
and I know she rides a
The more
gun.
heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain isn't here, we can still figure out what the Fatui are planning. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not gonna listen to me anyway, so let me come with you.
That's even more risky. You've been running around saving people for days. You're already at your limit. I'm confident I can protect myself. I'm not sure you can say the same. At least right now.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a heavily guarded Fatui hideout all on your own sounds more reasonable. You know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing something, it never gave you any trouble. I'm not sure you can say the same.
All right, all right.
I think she's a DPS if you can remember. Yeah, she's like a Nemo.
Guess that means I win. Don't worry, you're not the only capable young person from our tribe.
I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I saw the leak.
All right, same plan as usual.
She does like AoEs when she
Hand
bursts.
signals. Make sure our blind spots are covered, and support each other.
It was pretty
once we
crazy
strike.
looking.
Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
Chaska is a Nemo, so you know what that means. Lots of elemental reactions. It just looks like she's tiptoeing.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. I should wait for Koichi's signal.
Oh, you misunderstand. Oh, don't tell me. Is that what you mean? Alright, no spoilers. Go? Oh no. Can I press A in time? That was close. I like how this is the tribe's special way of getting around. it's sneaking.
Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act.
You're upset because you missed out on Raiden when Kanish came out. Oof. Oh yeah, they did have a banner
Good.
together.
I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi
They've
should
been
have
really
line of
bad
sight.
about reruns.
I'll wait for her signal.
Outside of like, I mean, Archons get rerun more often, I think. But just people are memeing on like how Risley hasn't gone to rerun for like super long.
That's it. Now's my chance.
And then they added the banner where it's like, oh, characters that were like rerun twice, they go on this banner and then like you can choose which one to pull for. They did that once. And that was like, that was in Fontaine. And then they just never did it again. And it's just like, well, what's the point of that? Like, did they just decide, like, it didn't make enough money or something doing that? Like, it's really weird if they only do it, like, once per region.
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep moving. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move.
These Fatui are, just moving like Ocarina of Time guards. Just moving in a straight line. Turning around.
That was close. Almost got caught. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance.
Like, look at these guys. You're still... Mai is still mad at you because saving for C2 Shenhe.
I made it! That'll show my sister. Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait, I've got it!
Toss out the mysterious sphere. Is that like a bomb? That is a bomb. Sorry, you're typing too fast. All good.
Huh? What's that noise?
Are you saying that you were saving up for C2 Shenhe? And they were really bad about that rerun? I remember that was the old meme.
What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing?
She bombed the capybara.
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. They've probably
Your friend,
had enough
I
of
see.
this job already. The people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. This is our chance.
So far, I've been able to play Natlan without hurting a single capybara, and I hope to keep it that way.
That's Koichi's signal. Smart idea. Alright, time to move. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely clear.
They're gonna have a war over one capybara.
Part of this place. Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance to work with me. Not my own sister, though. No, she avoids me like her life depends on it.
I was wrong, Koichi. You've done well.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it? Now I look like the mean one.
Let's focus on the task at hand. We're in the heart of enemy territory. The more time we waste, the more dangerous this becomes.
All right. If you're not gonna take the bait, then I'll drop it. Looks like the Fatui are...
I can't get over the fact that these two are siblings. They look like
this many people.
way different.
I doubt it's because they're interested in our culture and history.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source Mechanism. The device
Imagine being born as an NPC in a family of playable characters.
And even people from Natlan don't know how to use it. Why would this be the Fatui's target?
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. This should be what our Lord's looking for.
Mayor, does Chaska look like the type of person to murder you in their sleep?
Let's get this thing back.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
She does have crazy eyes. I will say that.
You think? No reason to stop now.
What was that sound?
I guess it was nothing. Must have been my
We've
imagination.
been spotted. Time to go.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
Thanks for announcing that.
What?
Oh wait, no, it's a diversion. Got it. See, I would have fallen for it.
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe.
Red lipstick looks aggressive.
They'd collected several identical pieces of something.
I think it's more the eyes for me.
Waiting, though, so we decided to come back.
So
The eyes and the fact that you can't see her nose from the front.
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right? So my perfect record remains.
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your limits, but it's not my place.
I know. I'm already reflecting on my actions.
So our current intel suggests that Fatui is after the source mechanism. The device is a complete mystery, even to us.
You have to go,
What does the
GG.
captain want with it?
All good.
I have no idea.
Thanks for joining.
But it's
Hope you have a good
assume
night.
The device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis. Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natlan familiar with the secret source.
I'll get right on it.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and there are gifts from your patients waiting at the speaker's chamber.
I'll show you my characters in a second, Robert. Or not Robert, I guess.
I'll send it to your home along with the others.
My patience.
Mr. Lackey.
That's so nice of them. Guess that means I'm doing something right.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our duty for Natlan. I should take Koichi home now.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers, then...
I accept. Thank you, Archon.
What am I gonna do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well.
Did she just get
They're one of
bribed
my
with
favorites
dinosaur
too, so
crackers?
Don't be shy. I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away. If I learn anything, you'll be the first to know.
I think I actually remember having like dinosaur crackers as a kid, and they were fire. They were really good. Whoops. It's another cutscene. Okay. So this team that I have right now is kind of like my main sort of team. It's not the greatest. My other teams are more meta, but like this is the one that I enjoy. So this is Candace, 94% crit rate, 173% crit damage. Because she is mainly used kind of as a nuke. Her artifacts set as all elemental skill damage. So basically the way it works here is she also has this too. It's a pretty weird build. Just going in, I use Dea. Oops. How do I? Yeah, 82%, 182%. Tons of HP, decent energy recharge, power damage, all that good stuff. I go in, apply Pyro with Dea, immediately switch into Candace, charge her skill, and unleash it. And Candace is better than mine. I put so much work into these two characters especially. Her elemental damage increases when you're off field and is cleared within 2 seconds after taking the field. So if you switch right into her and use her skill, like charged and everything, you still get this buff as long as you do it fast enough. So then that's like a full like 70% elemental skill damage. So on most enemies that does usually around like 76 to 80k. And if I chain it together, because I have her on this weapon, when an elemental skill hits opponents, the Dreams of Scarlet Sand effect, it stacks up to 3 times. It's per enemy hit. So you get a stack for every enemy you hit. So you don't have to use the skill 3 times, but if you have enemies bunched together, then it works better. And you get more stacks, and then it does more damage. Because she does have some elemental mastery, 203, which is enough for Vaporize. She's basically a Vaporize nuke, just for Hydro. I mean, it's just secondary damage, I guess? I don't know. Ganyu is built like Ganyu. 56% And then I think, yeah, this set, so if an opponent is affected by cryo, then they get more crit rate. If the opponent is frozen, except they're not going to be, I don't think. This one's pretty good. So basically what I do here, and then Mona is the healer. Because honestly, Dea tanks all of the damage for the team anyway. And then she heals herself anyway, so I don't really need much of a healer. So Mona's a weapon, just whenever she bursts, it heals the team. So it's sufficient. So basically, when these three guys, they have their ult charged, it's just a skill with Dea, ult with Ganyu, ult with Mona, then use her skill, and then go back to Dea, and then it's a lot of just know your account has me speechless. And then ult with Dea, and then do like a lot of melt, vaporize, stuff like that. Mona's ult increases the damage. So that's the first team. It's kind of insane. Just know your account has you speechless. Just wait until you see how many summons I have saved for Mavuika. 2 years of saving for that. It's quite a lot. I haven't pulled since Baizu first came out. I pulled for Furina and I lost the 50-50. And that's about it. So when Mavuika comes out, using all of this. Yeah. I'll quickly go over the other teams that I have. This one's pretty simple. Usually just have Yaimiko's skill out. Use Eula, do like Superconduct, get physical damage debuffs on enemies, does more damage. Bennett, to buff Eula's ult. Xinyan is the shielder. I actually have her built sort of for defense and energy recharge, so I can get her shield up all the time, basically. And when she has her shield on an ally, they deal more physical damage. So it actually works with Eula, sort of. Xinyan is my only, like, decently built shielder. And then this one's pretty self-explanatory, I think. Just, what is it, Hyper Bloom? What build is your Bene on? It's, I don't think I really built him too hard. He has this just as a stat stick. Yeah, he's not, like, built super well. I just use him for his... Because he only does, base attack, right, for the buff? So, it only really matters for him, his weapon, and I think the feather artifact. And then just, yeah, Noblesse. Because he's one of the few people who builds Xinyan. Yeah, let me, whoops. Let me actually show you my Xinyan build. This weapon for energy recharge. Yeah, 252% energy recharge. Because when she uses her burst, it gives you a level 3 shield. Which is very nice. And she charges up really fast. That's the main thing. Defense is 2300. Attack is 1700. You kind of just want like a sort of split between the two. And that's about that. Yeah, defense, energy recharge. Pretty simple. But this is what I found to actually work. I just like the character. Honestly, this team here, it's not like super meta. I just find it like fun for exploration. This Candace, Dea, Ganyu. I just find it fun because you don't need that much setup, especially when you just do this. Like, it's just very easy, big damage. No setup, no nothing. And it's two of my favorite characters, too.
What's next for you two?
I'm taking Koichi home, with our parents there to keep an eye on her. I can make sure she actually rests.
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of prisoner. I'll be fine in a day or two. There's no need to go all the way home.
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal until you collapse. What if the Abyss
You
attacks
should get
again?
Zongli and Nuvalet for your account. You can make more good
You're
teams.
not going to rush out the minute you hear the
I
alarm.
will consider that after I pull for Mavuika.
Triple promise I won't.
After I pull for Mavuika, I can just pull for whatever character I want.
Chance something like that were to happen, I might. But I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need, no matter how hard or tiring the work gets.
You gotta look after yourself too.
I guess you're right. But I don't have to like it.
This reminds Paimon of when we first met. Except you were the one trying to stop Chaska from doing something dangerous.
I do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger.
You hope the polls go well? I hope they go well too. I'm definitely gonna stream it.
Then try to see
So,
things from my
I
perspective.
mean, keep an eye out for that.
You clearly want to protect your patients. So can't you understand why your own sister would feel the same way about you?
The two of you are
I'm planning to like actually draw a thumbnail for that, and I have a funny idea.
I disagree. I understand the risks and costs of my decisions.
Who wants to be like her? Overconfident, always making excuses when things go wrong.
With gacha games, I have a
That's just not
I have like a curse. Like whenever I want a character, I usually go all the way to the pity.
Just pretend Paimon never said anything.
So like I think a minimum with how many summons I have, I think the minimum is that I'll get C3 and her weapon.
Really takes it to heart.
Plus, I guess
But it would be great
we
if I
are
could get
similar in
C6.
some ways. Maybe I rush into things without thinking, but I learned that from her. We're family. I can't help it if my older sister is a bad influence.
Okay, you don't have to put it that way.
So, you're all good now?
Neither of us are really the type to back down, so we'll always have our differences. But still, we get along in our own way.
Plus, I know you'll wake
You're
up
giving me
one
your
day
wishing
and
luck.
realize I was right.
I
all
appreciate that.
along. I just need to wait.
Be my guest.
Charging a spirit bomb
Let's get
of
you
luck.
home. See you later, Traveler and Paimon. I'll be back once everything's settled at home.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal with your family.
Bye, you two. Take care of yourselves out there.
All right.
Those two will probably make up for real at some point, right? Well,
Sure, Paimon.
let's go over everything that we know so far.
You and Paimon tried to analyze the captain's goal. That went way too fast. Huh? Footsteps? Oh, hey.
Ahem. Sorry for popping up out of nowhere. Again.
Why do you look so awkward? Oh, is there something you need from us?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting your rest. I'll treat you to some charcoal grilled steak to make up for it.
Awesome! Just give us your orders.
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some news.
If you can have one goal on this account, what would it be?
Before parting ways?
I would like to get Dea to C6 eventually.
has always wanted to save Natlan, and something about his soul being fragmented. Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroron is probably back with the captain.
Because honestly, Dea at C6, I think she becomes a
agree with
much
your
better character.
hypothesis. And just now, I confirmed it myself.
So far, anytime I've lost the 50-50, I just got a character I don't want.
What?
Your friend has C4? I had to... When the banner first dropped, I actually paid money to get to C1. And now I think she's at C2 just because they gave out a freebie. For the anniversary. And that's it. I've lost the 50-50, and I think I got Diluc. Honestly, it's possible that when I pull for Mavuika, if I do lose the 50-50 for Mavuika, I really hope I get more Dea constellations. Because that would be wonderful.
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said they're just one step away from success, so there's no way he can back out now.
I mean, if they bring back that
Apparently, he
Chronicled
came back to
Wish
fulfill his
banner
duty
thing,
to
then
our
I can
tribe.
pull for her again.
when he left, he said it was because he still has a duty to Natlan.
By the way,
as
where
a
are you
whole.
from? I am in Toronto.
I'm surprised you let him go at all.
Right now it is
I
11
had to prioritize
p.m.
my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on outside and inside threats at the same time. Plus, he was on guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he made sure to keep his distance. I kept an eye out for a good opportunity, but it never came. All these years of calling me Granny, and I couldn't do a single thing for him in the end.
Don't say that! Your tribe all raised him together, right? That couldn't have
Hey,
been
Karo
easy.
DJC, how you doing?
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was little. Running around the tribe, dropping by random houses right and left.
It's always nice to see you
He's not only
dropping.
a child of the masters of the Nightland,
Currently doing
but
the
a child of
most
Natlan.
recent Archon
It's only
Quest.
natural for a child to want to do something for their family. Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might have
I
a few
don't
tricks
think
up
I'm
his
gonna
sleeve,
finish in one
but
stream
I guarantee I know every single
at the pace
one.
this is going. Am I live every day? Consistently Saturday nights.
Look,
But
remember how I
in the
said
case
Auroron's soul is
where
fragmented? This is the talisman I created to keep it stable.
in the case where I
And
don't
this gem is
finish
what makes the talisman work.
in the case where I don't finish this quest in this stream, I'll try to do a stream like in the middle of the week when I have time. You're doing good, just taking a break from Genshin and playing Red Dead Redemption 2. That's really good. Yeah, sometimes you really do have to take a break from like just playing like a online service game, just to play like a nice offline game and just have a immersive experience. What game did I just play recently? What was it? I'm trying to remember.
It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to him, I put the new gem in a supply bag and asked Aoife to bring it to him.
I have Red Dead Redemption 1
guys
for
know
the
Aoife,
Xbox
right?
360.
No? Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these parts. He's always bringing me all sorts of things.
And I wanted to play it
he
eventually.
happens to be very good friends with Auroron.
I should play Tower of Fantasy? It's like Genshin. See, here's the thing, right? With gacha
Aoife
games,
doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron would find the gem as soon as he opened the bag. He knows how important it is, so I knew he would make the switch.
with gacha games, I'm currently playing Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, and then Nikke. And I last played Monster Hunter. Yeah, that was just the beta. I mean, I'm looking forward to playing it when the full thing comes out. I wanted to get back into Rise. But yeah, for the gacha games, it's like, I did play Wuthering Waves when it came out, and like, I don't think anyone watched that stream. And then like the game itself, like I kind of like started to get into it, but then like, I'm like, I can't take up like another gacha game, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of rough. Yeah, shout out to Wuthering Waves. That game was okay.
He probably suspected that I tampered with it.
But yeah, Monster
But
Hunter?
here's the
Definitely, when it comes out for real.
trick is on the bag. The moment he touched it, a portion of his memories were copied onto the old gem, which he no longer needed.
Too much gacha. Yeah, definitely. It's nice to just play like a normal game from time to time. Because you can totally play too much gacha. You look tired, do you need a break?
Most people can't, but I can.
Most likely the stream is going to be about... I don't plan to stay up past 12.
That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much more subtle. He won't notice anything.
You play Red Dead Redemption 2 for the iconic mission where you kill a bunch of people in a mansion because they stole a kid. Damn. Must be satisfying.
We have a whole backup of Auroron's memories in this gem.
Yeah, I'll probably stream for another 30 30-ish minutes.
The kid thinks he can take me on? Like I wasn't the one who taught him everything he knows?
That's amazing, Seat Lolly. Let's take a look right away.
Once we get to the bottom of this, we can finally track him down. I know he thinks of me as his grandma, but do you think he'll get mad at me for this?
So that would be almost midnight.
You can be honest.
Yeah, I was planning to only go until like maybe 12.
That's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a grandma, so...
What's my opinion on the captain?
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. I didn't stop
I wonder
the
if he'll
ceremony all those years ago.
I hear that he's going to be playable.
I'm useless again.
I hear that he's going to be playable. Which I mean, yeah, most Harbingers are playable. Shout out to Signora. He's surprisingly the tallest Genshin man. I mean, like, would they change his model, though? If he becomes playable? I know people are, like, hoping that he keeps the mask on, which I can see why. I mean, I think he's fine. He's surprisingly more down to earth than I thought he would be. Because I heard that he was, like, the strongest and, like... I think there were leaks saying he was, like, an alien or something.
But if I
so I figured he would be more eccentric.
It will haunt me until I'm 500 years old.
You and me are probably...
Every night I'll wake up in a fit
like,
of
literally
anger.
stay up on Genshin till 3 AM.
Yeah, you're right.
Did you know Sinnoh is the shortest
Anger
character?
and tears.
I feel like Xiao would be the shortest.
You're just making it worse.
Xiao is tiny.
I need to look at his memory. Even if he resents me, refuses to see me.
Somebody
or
made an
runs away for
animated
good.
video of Capitano taking off his mask, revealing to be Ayaka. It's always Ayaka.
I don't care, and I won't blame
I
him.
wonder if that's the reference to the fact that
Family
Ayaka
does
got like
whatever it
a
takes
ton of
to protect
reruns.
their own.
You sure you'll be okay? We can come with you if you want.
Leave Xiao alone.
Did you just say you'll come with me?
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because, right, we need leads on the Fatui.
You really mean it?
I can't get over the way they say Fatui.
Fine, you can come. Just promise me you'll see this through.
I always pronounced it
No backing
Fatui.
out. Got it?
Xiao means small in Chinese.
Don't worry, we're professional adventurers.
Big if true. Or I should say small if true.
Then I place my trust in your professionalism. All right, time to sneak into someone else's memory and engage in some, unwanted spying. You heard it here first. I wouldn't be doing this if I had any other choice. Are you ready?
I don't have any other option, apparently. Because I wanted to show off my Xiao build. Because I pulled for the character and his weapon, accidentally, when the game was very new. Fully built him, and never used him. Because he doesn't fit into any team.
You'll grow into nice big radishes in the future.
But he's like fully
And
built.
You, Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree. What do you think?
Oh no, he's talking to his plants.
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you, Uncle Okanbi?
Can't complain. What you up to? Naming your vegetables again?
No, just some idle conversation.
Sounds fascinating.
That was a very forced laugh.
They told me you were coming and that you would take some produce with you.
Only if you're offering. By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of your
Who
radish
thinks
garden.
Hoyo should bring back alloy for people who joined the game late?
No, don't worry. I'll find a way for him to make it up to me.
The fact that I have Alloy on my account
Here you go.
proves that I'm an OG,
You really knew I was coming.
even though you can't really
That's
use her for
pretty
anything.
amazing.
I tried to actually... I tried to replace Ganyu in my team with Alloy,
Everyone says.
and it was very depressing.
Hey, have you seen that strange group of people that just appeared out of nowhere?
Appeared out of nowhere? I don't think so.
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're all elite warriors. It seems like they're looking for someone. But I wouldn't go around asking too many questions. If you run into them, be careful.
You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, are you not? Why
Imagine
do you
you're just in your garden. You turn around and you see that. You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, aren't you?
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild. I guess you're from the Fatui, the one everyone's calling a big deal.
Not an inaccurate description. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Citlali is her name.
Yo, Capitano. Hey, Atoma12, how you doing?
What does an Outlander want with her? I've heard the name. You have
I like how everyone shows up for the Genshin stream.
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was lying, and now he's leaving? He gave up just like that? Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Citlali.
Back from the cat
It's none of your
cafe.
concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? What does she have to do with them? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning.
With my allergies, I can never visit a cat cafe. You've been waiting for... when is it? Referring to... Oh, this...
I've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely rule out some sort of invasion.
Exploding allergies.
The situation has seen no true improvement. The Pyro Archon did not fulfill her promise.
My lord!
Ignore him. He is no threat.
Damn.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't seem to care.
Roran, you suck at hiding.
He's strong, I can tell. But there's something
Oh, the stream?
unusual about him. Sort of familiar in some way.
So Saturdays are guaranteed, but this week, let me think. I could probably stream Wednesday night.
I feel dizzy.
But we'll see. I always give a announcement at least a couple days in advance.
Certain presences have been forced to wander outside their rightful realm.
You like Shilonen? She is very cool.
That was a spell from the Masters of the Nightwind. How did he know that? Is he sending those...
If I wasn't saving for Mavuika, I would have pulled for Shilonen. And Navia.
So easily. Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult. This could be related to why he's searching for Granny.
I still have no 5-star Geo character.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing of it.
You downloaded
Stay
Genshin again?
vigilant and continue to gather information.
You probably have a
The
ton of
Abyss could
catching up to
attack
do.
at any moment. If you notice any irregularities, assume drill formation and be prepared to fight. However, there's no reason to over-engage. Information is our first priority.
It would definitely be interesting if Capitano turned out to be playable.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss? Do they really mean us no harm?
All the other streamers speak Chinese. There's no way. There's gotta be like tons of English streamers. I mean,
Been following him this whole time and still.
to be fair, the only English streamers I've heard about,
Really not care? It seems like
at night, yes they do.
referred to him as the captain. Never heard of him before.
I only ever hear about other streamers from like drama and stuff.
That's unusual. What is he gonna do?
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed. Send word to the other team.
So this is when Capitano gave the stadium a little visit.
Yes, sir.
I'm guessing.
He's going inside, but the Pyro Archon is in there. What does he want with her?
At night, all Chinese people get up.
Lord. Allow me to check one more time. Do you truly wish to do this?
That's true, because like it's flipped.
The time
zones are flipped.
Over. It now falls on me to act. This nation is out of time.
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do? They're both incredibly strong. How long will
This fight was sick, by the way.
Out on top? Wait, this feeling. Just like
Basically Earth's rotation.
Faint, like a soul's trying to escape.
Yeah, that's one way of putting
Where's
it.
it coming from? Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost. I can't let that happen.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog.
I mean, I'm guessing most English streamers, whenever I follow an English streamer, or just any streamer, they always stream during like work hours.
And you're injured on top of that.
Because I'm guessing that is basically their job.
What do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
So like, I'll be like working at like 11 a.m.
I've never seen
and I get like a notification that like someone's streaming. And it's like, bro, it's a Tuesday. What am I supposed to do?
You to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast has the courage to come out and bite.
And yet, one of those very beasts saved your life.
Then
Well, you can see his like face silhouette.
I didn't say
So he does have a
because I
face.
wanted something.
I assume, unless his mask is just shaped like
My
that.
soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines
Wait, can you pull for Nahida, please? Nah.
I don't know what the Pyro Archon
I'm
is
actually like
planning.
really close to pity.
Can she really save us?
So I'm saving that for
The questions you
Pyro
asked her
Archon.
just now, well, I've had very similar doubts. So I felt like I had to help you.
Because if I pull and I actually get the character, then that's basically like losing 180 summons.
Decision to make.
Or a potential 180
I'm sure you
summons.
realize that.
There's no turning back.
Because I think I'm like 20,
What I did back there is going to get
20
you
or 30
far.
away from like hard pity.
You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her to recognize my tribe. So, we're in the same boat.
Seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Citlali? Do you know her?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was obvious the moment I mentioned her name.
Citlali is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know. It's my duty to protect her.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise.
Am I saving for constellations?
Do I really need to
I
tell
mean, the
you
goal
what
is
that
to get her to like
means?
C6, if possible. C6 and her weapon, at least.
I
So
want to do something to change Natlan for the better.
I know it's a psycho
Something
goal.
I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than anyone I've ever met. But maybe, just maybe, you can show me the way.
Well, like, it would be cool, because I don't have any Archons. And I really like this Archon.
Citlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eastly.
So it would be cool to just get, like, C6 right off the bat.
And the Wyab are the key to information on the Night Kingdom.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I saved your life.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul, a sense of justice.
You may not live among your tribe, but you
You just
certainly
want...
know their tricks.
Oh, you wanted me to pull for Nahida and pull till I get Dea.
You are more capable than I imagined.
That's a very...
Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes to join my plan.
How many basic 5-star characters are there? Like, 6? So that's like a 1 in 6 chance. Every 180 summons.
Interesting approach.
I don't know if I would take those odds.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem. By reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
Actually, it's a 1 in 12 chance, because it's a 50% chance of winning the 50-50. Damn, I'm never getting Dea constellations, now that I think about it. Imagine Pansy pulling for Nahida and gets Dea in the full first pull.
Traveler, Paimon.
Keep in mind, I lost the 50-50 for Furina last, so the next one is guaranteed to be the banner character. That's what I meant by hard pity. Like, I'm like 30 away from hard pity. So Mafuika is definitely like guaranteed
Oh, I'm so mad at him.
within like the next 30
He
pulls.
still can't let go of the past. For some reason,
Who did you lose to? I got Diluc.
the people who cared for him.
So it is a tall Claymore Pyro user, but not the one I wanted.
Fool. Where's that gonna get him? Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run away whenever he wants.
And he has like the
Show
worst
him.
constellations.
If he tries to run one more time, he's got another thing coming.
Meanwhile, I have like no mono constellations.
Like grandmother, like grandson, as they say.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Huh, that kid's got nothing on me.
Are you even granted the 5-star you want?
Back to what we just saw. I don't even know what to make of it.
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to reconstruct the ley lines? What does it even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe? But how does it help with the abyss?
For me, I think like Mona constellations would have been the most useful, and it's also the only constellation I haven't gotten.
It's kind of hard to explain. Basically, it's a device from Conrad.
You have C4 Diluc.
Power. Anyway,
Oof.
if he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in Natlan will be affected. Oh,
Which means the captain has been honest from the very beginning. Auroron's memory proves that.
why is he so obsessed with saving Natlan? Oh, we've got to tell Moeka about this right away.
Yes, she needs to know about this. Now.
Didn't we just talk to her? Like an hour ago? Oh. Wait, what? Wait, what? No. Okay, I see. So this, I guess this update has part 3 and 4? Just know you have 3 people watching because you're watching me on TV right now. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining the stream, everyone. But I think that's actually going to be the end for now. I'll probably like try to stream probably Wednesday. I think that's my best bet. I think this is probably the best part to end it at, considering that that's the end of part 3, I guess. It's just that I know that like the next part is gonna take another like 3 hours, and there's no point starting it now when I was planning to end at 12. So that's probably gonna be it. But thanks everyone for joining. There was a lot of people that joined. How many people are here right now actually? I have the view count hidden. There is 3 people here. Nice. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here for now. So I'll see you probably Wednesday. You love Genshin. Stream tomorrow. I can't stream tomorrow. This week, it's really annoying. So, in Canada, it's Remembrance Day, or kind of the same as Veterans Day for the US. And I'm actually working that day. And my weekend is usually Sunday and Monday. Remembrance Day is on Monday, and they want me to work on Monday. So I only have a 1-day weekend. And tomorrow I'm going with friends on a hike. I'm gonna be dead tired tomorrow. And I work the next day, so I probably should go to bed early. So I can't stream tomorrow.
No matter what it takes. Even when it looks futile.
I could stream Tuesday. Okay, so it's probably either gonna be Tuesday or Wednesday. Let's put it that way. 1-day weekend. Hey, same here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you guys do have a 1-day weekend. And it is like, I think you have shorter days, right? Is that how it works? Or you have like a summer, weekend class or something like that? But, yeah, we're gonna end it here for now. But thanks everyone for joining. I'm gonna hang out one of these days in the next few days. Do Tuesdays. Do Tuesday because you have church on Wednesday night. I'll try to do Tuesday. We'll see. But yeah, good night everyone. Hope you have a good night or rest of your day. And take care of yourselves.